the shore. Well, I believe in this heart of mine, but I'm not too sure I'll find my way this time. Give my heart a little break. Get out alive somewhere on the end. On your breaks to find you wide awake. But tonight, look to the sky. It's been a while. Well, I'm back to my old self again. Be alright. All the troubles I find myself in. Well, I believe in this heart of mine, and I trust that things will turn out to be just fine.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Tech Tuesday. What's this, like our fourth, fifth week doing this thing out here? If you don't remember me, shame on you. I'm Meg Johnson, district manager out of New Jersey. I've got a really special treat for you today. We've got Mario McCoy repping Santa Cruz coming through, and if you don't know the drill by now, let me give you a quick rundown. I'm going to be building this complete right here. Got a custom Santa Cruz setup. I started gripping it because, I'd be forgetting to build this thing halfway through the segment. And we're going to be giving it away to a customer live in shop. Once we got Mario coming on camera, he's going to be walking us through his setup, what he typically rides on the day-to-day. And he's going to be sending that over to the Zoomy stash. So any of you guys in this stream right now, you got some points saved up. I would keep building them points because you're going to have a one-of-a-kind opportunity to win a deck from him. So, without further ado, let's bring the guy out. Mario, what's up?
What's going on? How you doing, Meg?
Doing good, man. You're looking good out there. Look at you.
Trying to. I've got this nice little window in my new apartment. That's a lot of sunlight. I'm just trying to, get my little glow on.
Dude, yeah, I'm getting like major golden hour vibes. Looking good.
That's right. Appreciate it.
So let's go setup for setup. First things first, what kind of deck you setting up today?
So today I have a Jeremy Nibs Santa Cruz board. It is an 8.27, which is 0.02 bigger than I normally skate, but it's really good size. It's like a typical true to size, more like closer to true to size 825, but just, one of the best skaters, one of my really good friends, and I'm going to set it up. It's a beautiful board. Very artsy, very Florida-y.
Yes. I'm loving the contrasting colors. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
What kind of trucks are you throwing on it? I've got some indies over here.
I do too. I've got these indie hollow, they're like hollow axle, but titanium solid hollow kingpin, but solid titanium axle. So they're super light, they're super strong. I've been running them honestly for longer than probably pre-pandemic. I've been running these for a while. So yeah, some of my favorite trucks, just can't let them go.
Yeah, man. I mean, don't fix it if it ain't broke, right?
That's exactly, absolutely.
All right, what are we doing for wheels, dude?
So wheels, I've been kind of jumping back and forth with Richter's. I always ride Richter's, but I've been going in between 52s, 53s, and 54s, which is a little weird because normally you just kind of stick to, you don't really change that up too much. But right now, I'm rocking with the 53 wides. These are the speed rings. These are the new speed rings. I had to remember because they're a little bit newer, but they're the 53 wide speed rings. The barometer is 99A. So pretty simple, just black, white, and silver. I don't really mess with too many colors on my trucks or wheels. I keep it pretty standard.
Yeah. So you're saying you switch it up on your wheels. Does it really depend on what kind of ride you're going to be doing, or just like random?
I mean, sometimes it's a little bit of research at the moment. I normally stick to like 54s or a wider wheel, or maybe like more of a square wheel like this, just because I think it locks in the rails a lot better. But I kind of been messing with some smaller wheels too, like smaller 52 slims, just because I'm typically riding a VX Santa Cruz board and I have these really light trucks. So I figure just keep it consistent, try to make my board as light and as strong as I can. So that's kind of where the inspiration came for, just a smaller wheel, just kind of saving weight. But right now we're locking into grinds. We're not missing that because I've done that one too many times and I'm not trying to go back to that.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too good to miss one.
Never.
All right, so controversial question. Design in your grip or no design in your grip?
Typically never a design. Never ever a design. But since a lot of the Henry Gartland grip has been coming out by Mob, I've been running that. He is the only reason that I will have anything on my board. Rest in peace to him. Really good friend. Also have his pro board right here. So yeah, that's the only time I'll run any sort of design on my grip is when it's Henry. But other than that, clean black Mob, no, nothing. Just, I mess up my grip so fast, like flipping my board, trying to like flip into grinds, and it lands grip tape side. So there's no reason for me to put all that time into something. I'm gonna mess it up in 2 seconds.
It's gonna get demolished anyway. Well, I went real loud, obnoxious checkerboard because why not?
I like it. Why not? It's a good contrast. I'm doing the plain black. You got that going on. It's a little bit of everything for everyone.
Dude, I'm here for it. So while we start setting up, of course, I've got tons of questions for you. I figured I'd kick it off nice and slow, man. Where are you from? And really, what got you into skating? Where did that idea even come from?
So, I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania, small town, hour outside of Philadelphia.
Hey!
My brother, pretty close to you right now. You're in Jersey, so, that's originally. Sorry, I got boards falling down back here. But,
it's all good.
Yeah, no, my brother basically got me into skating. He just was like, we had that typical younger brother, older brother kind of relationship where anything he did, I had to go do. So he was just like, look, like my homies from up the street, like they showed me what skating is. I want you to do it too. It wasn't really that nice the way he was saying it. It was more like, you got to get your ass off this couch. Like, come on, we're going to go. Like, you're doing this too. So
yeah, he's like, I'm supposed to be babysitting you, man. Come on.
Pretty much, but he was just like, nah, come on, we're gonna go skate, like try this out, whatever. And I started off on just like anyone else, just the worst skateboard you could find, not knowing anything else, some like little Kmart board that probably barely rode at the time. And I don't know, I mean, from there it's just it's honestly just a blur. I don't really remember like much after that, like that following year. But I mean, I was 4 years old at the time. I'm 25 now, so basically I learned to walk and then I learned how to skate. So it's been my whole life.
Yeah, got some miles on you with that. So I feel like everybody remembers their first custom board. Do you remember what your first custom board was?
I'm very happy you asked that, because that is, I absolutely do remember that. There was a van store in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. It's this big mall that, like just this massive mall that used to have this van store that had like a mini ramp in the back. And I remember my dad used to drive me and my brother up there all the time. And one time we purposely left our boards at home. Like we were just like fuck it, let's see if he'll buy us boards. And we were like, well, damn, we're already down here. It's like an hour away. We can't skate. That's why we came here. So he ended up buying me and my brother 2 completes. And I can't remember what the wheels or the trucks were or anything like that. But what I do remember is it was like a Flame Boy and Wet Willie World Industries board. It was like this classic graphic from way back.
Yes.
This is like, at this year, if I'm 4, I might have been 5 at the time. So it might have been around like 2000, 2001. So yeah, I just remember that. I love that board so much. And I don't even think I did a board slide. I think I just scratched it somehow. Like, I don't know. Like, it just got scratched because I kicked my board a weird way. But I remember next day after the next morning after I would skate at the local park, I found Sharpies and I tried to color it in because I wanted it to be perfect. Like, I love this board so much that I was like, I don't want to screw this up. And then, yeah, that was really it. I think that's kind of when I knew I was hooked. I was like, damn, I love this like a little too much. Like, this is really sick.
Yeah, it's like your pride and joy, man. That's awesome.
Absolutely. It was cool.
I figured you would remember. I feel like everybody's got like that one, like your first piece of like legit gear that's just like
totally
burned in your mind. So, dude, the Twitch chat's been popping off. I'm gonna put my questions on hold because we've got a bunch going on. Melly Baby 1 wants to know what's the best lesson skateboarding has taught you in life, in the discipline of skating. Just number 1 lesson learned.
Man, we could go on for days about the lessons, but I think the most significant lesson I've learned is like, no matter how good you are at skating, it'll always humble you. Like, you could have the best day of your life skating and all that stuff, and it doesn't matter. Skateboarding will always check you. It always puts you in check. So it kind of just gives me that perspective of like, no matter how well you're doing in life, or no matter how well anything is going, like, just remember to be grateful for what's going on, and anything can end at any moment. So just kind of like giving you that reality check of like, just be humble. There's no need to blow up your ego. There's no need to act better than anybody. At one point you didn't know anything about skating. You didn't know how to skate. So skating will always regulate that. Yep. And I really go by the quote that many before me have said: skateboarding doesn't owe you shit. And it really doesn't. Like, we owe everything to skating. So never think you're bigger than what this piece of wood is.
Yeah, and if you do, it'll surely knock you on your behind.
Oh, it regulates daily. It has a very good record of regulating those who get ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
As it should be.
So, totally random, but very important. We need to know, I actually need to know everybody's favorite color, because Evelyn needs to know. So, my Twitch people, drop it in the chat. Give me an emoji that is your favorite color. Make it weird, right? But Mario, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is red, but I don't really wear a lot of red. I typically am very monochromatic with my dress and kind of how I skate. But red is my all-time favorite. All-time favorite. Okay, I'll take it. It's a nice power statement. Very aggressive. I like it. Color. What's your favorite color? So I go through like phases. Like right now, I'm really on this like burnt orange vibe. All right. But then like, the sage greens, like the really like cool colors, you can't leave them in the dust. So I feel that. That's dope. I like that. I'm also very artsy, so it's always going to be a specific shade. It's not going to be just red. I could kind of tell you're like the in-between color person where you can kind of figure out like, oh, that's not green, that's such and such green. That's a gift. That's cool. Yeah. I'm here for it. So, I can't believe I forgot to mention this. I'm at the Quaker Bridge Mall Zoomies over in Lawrenceville Township, New Jersey. One of our Byron BTCLED. They wanted to know. I can't believe I forgot to mention that. Thanks for letting me know, Byron. So, I've got some more questions, naturally. Brab Seahawk wants to know, Mario, if you had to recommend a good setup for a rookie just starting out,
Mhm.
what might you throw on there?
I think, like, for someone who's just kind of learning how to ride around, I would definitely go with, like, softer wheels at first, you know, like something in a lower durometer, like a 78 or whatever. I would do something like,
Okay.
sorry, it's my dog. She's hearing me and the door's closed, so she's tripping. But
What kind of dog, real quick? We always have time for a dog tangent.
I have a Wheaton Terrier. She's my little teddy bear.
Okay.
My little baby teddy bear. But no, I would say get like some softer wheels. That would definitely help kind of like, I don't know, some rougher ground. And honestly, like whatever whatever feels right. You know what I mean? I feel like skateboarding is a big like activity where it all depends on feeling. It's not just like, it's not always all technical. A lot of the time it's just if you feel that your equipment is right, that's the way you should go, because no two people are the same. So if you step on a board and it feels a little more comfortable than another, that's what you should go with. Even if it's like a different shape or it's like a whatever, like if it's different from your friends' boards, like I don't think you should feel like weird that you don't have the same board as them. Just whatever feels good to you. That's my best advice to a rookie, because everyone's looking for that perfect answer of like what's going to help me progress like quicker or easier, and nothing will.
Yeah.
It's the same process no matter what. So whatever feels right, I'd say.
Dude, yeah, it's like getting basketball shoes and being like, I can run faster in these bad boys.
Yeah.
Not quite the case.
No. If it makes you feel good though, if you're like, damn, this is a good looking board, I like this graphic, these colors are cool, that's all that matters, honestly.
Yeah. All right. So, Falsibility wants to know, what kind of tricks are you working on currently to add to your catalog?
I'm trying to skate nollie and switch a lot more. I can skate nollie and switch a little bit, but I'm definitely trying to expand on my horizons. It's not my strongest suit, but that's cool because it's, you know, skateboarding is all about learning. So I'm just here for it. I'm here to learn.
Okay. What would you say, like, I mean, I'm sure just being in the industry for so long, there's so many different people that you look up to or kind of get inspiration from. Who are like the top people that come to mind when you think about like the big dogs in skating that you've always looked up to?
Man, I mean, there's a lot, but I would my all-time it's Kareem Campbell. He's gonna forever be my all-time top favorite skater, simply because he was one of the first people of color I saw skateboarding because of the Tony Hawk games. So to me, it like, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have had the idea to turn pro if I had never seen someone like Kareem Campbell. You know what I mean? So he's the top. Then P-Rod, I don't even want to say he's a close second because he is the best. It's not even like a first or second thing, but as far as like once I started learning more about skating and learning more about tricks and being able to appreciate like, oh, he's really good and he can do really hard tricks, he's like the other top dog. And then of course, like Ashad is going to be one of my top skaters of today. Tom Hass is one of my top skaters of today. Pretty much everyone on Santa Cruz are my top skaters because I've seen everyone grow, and you know what I mean? Like I've just got to grow very close to them. And coincidentally, the board you're setting up, Fabiana Delfino, she is probably my all-time favorite female skateboarder. I put her above all of them. No disrespect to any of the other female skaters that came before, but she is probably my favorite out of any female skater I've ever had the pleasure of knowing or even watching.
Oh yeah, man. Let me get a girl power in the chat if you're feeling them top female skater vibes. That question came from Atomic Punk 420. Blaze it, by the way. I forgot to shout him out for the dope question. Dude, I've literally got so many questions for you. It's hard to keep up. All right. Personal favorite skate memory ever, whether it was like on the road traveling or like a park or like just anything. Favorite skate memory ever, and that is coming from Sparks May Fly. from the chat.
Oh. Favorite skate memory? That's tough. That's like a that's a really hard question. I gotta simmer on this one for a second.
All right, we'll come back to it. By the way, guys, women's park airs tonight on the Olympics, so stay tuned. If you're trying to see some badass girls tear it up. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the A word, but I said it. Fine. I've got. All right, so this was something that was surprising to me. I've asked it before. Do you like to listen to music while you're skating, or do you prefer like the solitude and silence so you can really focus?
That one sometimes depends. Like I like both. It just there's a certain setting for each, you know. Like sometimes I really just want to hear what's going on around me. I do enjoy like the sound of skateboarding, like, and that you kind of lose that when you listen to music. But there are times where the sound of skateboarding can be very distracting too, where it's just like too many things or just too many people around or whatever. And like, maybe I'm like trying to like kind of get ready for a contest or something. That's more when I would do it. If I'm like at a park and I'm like, all right, I got to get ready for a contest in a couple of days. If I put headphones in, then I could focus on just like some tricks that I'm really working on. But other than that, day to day, no music. Like unless it's on a speaker, like somewhere else, but like not in my ears. Like I'm typically, I like to just, when I'm skating, I like to just be there, you know, nowhere else.
Yeah, I feel you. No, I've heard that from a lot of people, and you know, I'm not necessarily out there skating every day, but when I'm doing my creative thing, I do prefer music because it gives me like that one thing that I know I'm blocking out intentionally. So it helps me focus. I know it sounds weird, but it's totally a thing for me.
Totally. But for the younger homies, I will say this, because I'm sure no one teaches the younger homies this. If you're on the session with one of your friends, don't listen to music. Be with your friend and skate and talk shit and do whatever it is that you guys do. But don't be that dude who has headphones in and you told the homie to come meet up and skate with you. Unless you guys are both just like in it and you're both doing it. But like if it's one, be there with your friend. Don't make those memories and really be present.
Dude, yeah, I think that's for everything, whether it's skating or like going out to eat with the homies or whatever. Like, put the phone down for a minute and just chill.
Be alive.
I think this past year, I think taught us that more than anything. Like, really value that time together. So I've got Resume needs to know, what's your favorite cereal?
And I'm gonna go Cinnamon Toast Crunch every time. That's
really?
Easy money. That's
Toast Crunch?
Easy money. What's yours?
Do you remember French Toast Crunch from back in the day? It's like
I
that
do,
limited
but
edition, John?
I never needed to mess with that because it was like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and French. To me, it's the same. You're just trying to make a spin off of what's already good. I don't need to mess with that. I already know what's good with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So I stayed there.
But hear me out. It was shaped like toast. Like,
but it's still. I mean, so was Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It was the same thing. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, French Toast Crunch. They just put little edges on it to make it look like it was the same thing. They played you. You spent your money on the same product.
I did, and I'm a woman of details, so I needed those edges.
It makes sense though. Your artistic mind, you wanted it. That was the sensory aspect of it actually looking like a piece of toast. That's probably what got you, huh?
Dude, yeah. And when they changed tricks to like little colored balls instead of like the fruit shape,
I'm gonna
never
be real.
buying that again.
That one hurt. That one cut deep. I'll be real. That was
yeah.
Not cool.
Can I get some F's in the chat for their tricks losing their shape? Like, I'm not here for that. So I've got to know. This is my question, Mario. If you're karaokeing, I think that's a verb now. If somebody gets you on stage for karaoke, what's your song you say?
And I probably would never sing karaoke, as lame as that sounds, but
really?
That's...
What if it was like a duet? Like you had like your hype friend up there with you. What song?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd probably... probably sing "Never Too Much" by Luther Vandross. I'd probably go that route. Well, some little soul.
Okay, real smooth, like.
But he's got to be singing too. It can't just be like just the beat and I'm singing, because I can't hold up to that. I need to just be the supporting singing. You know what I mean? Like I need to be the background singer on that one.
Yeah, keep the harmonies tight, be the background.
Exactly.
Listen, I do this thing where I think I know all the words, so I like request this crazy hard song, and then I get up there and I'm like, never mind.
What's the last song that you sang in karaoke?
Well or not well?
Just in general. I think not well would be even funnier, but it just either.
So the last one I botched was definitely Missy Elliott Gossip Folks featuring Luda. Give it up. Missy Elliott and Luda. And then I sung No Scrubs at a work event like a couple of years back. And
you killed that one.
Bro, we killed it. That's all I'm going to say. It was
That's fine. As long as you handled that.
Unicorn. It was so good. It was good. What can I say?
Right. That's dope.
All right, so I got to get back to our fans. They want to know favorite vacation, and I want to know everybody else's vacation spots too, because I got to be real, guys. I'm sick of the Jersey Shore. I said it. I know I'm in Jersey right now, and the whole building's gonna implode because I said that. But vacation spots, go.
Man, I'd say Jamaica. I went there when I was a kid, and it was dope. That was probably my all-time favorite place that I've ever visited. Like not skating, just like for fun. Jamaica, Montego Bay, best.
Okay, I'm here for it. What about like, say you're on a staycation, just kicking it at home, kicking it with the fam? Like, what are the things you've got to do to re-energize yourself?
Definitely got to put my phone down, because I'm sure not a lot of people know, because like some people aren't in skating, but when you're like skating and you're trying to do your best and like all your friends are really good at skating, you're like, damn, I should be out there skating. I should do this. Even when you're trying to chill, you could be sore and can't even walk from skating, but you're like, damn, I should be out filming. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. That's one of the things. I got to put my phone down. I got to kick it. Like I got to be more present. Or even just like when I'm home, I got to call the homies or go to the beach with my girl and my dog. Just something different. Try to like stay off my skateboard for a day or two, just to kind of like, you know, like too much of anything becomes old. So sometimes I got to step away and just get that little charge up. And then when I'm back on it, I'm chilling, loving it.
All right, word. Well, I mean, we've got a few weeks left this summer to squeeze it out. So if you can't make it to Jamaica, you know, just take a few days to yourself, chill. You know, I think that's what it's all about. All right, one more question. Night Die Killer. What a gruesome screen name. Do they even call them screen names anymore? I think they're handles. Anyway, favorite bearings and guns. Everybody on the chat, I want to know your favorite bearings as well.
Favorite bearings, Bronson, Speedco, all day. They're the best. I normally run the Bronson Raws, but right now I'm on the Bronson Ceramics. Smoothest bearings I've ever ridden. They don't blow out. They're just the best. So that's it. Yeah. Bronson all day.
How long would you say? I mean, you're on your board almost every day. How long does a pair last you?
Pretty long, honestly. Maybe, I mean, it really depends. Like, it depends on the spot. It depends on the weather. Sometimes, like, if I'm at a spot where there's a ton of sand around, like, that can kind of affect them and kind of make them, you know what I mean? But, like, if I'm just, like, doing my thing normally, I could run bearings for 6 months, a year. I don't know. Sometimes I'll just lose track, honestly. Like, it's kind of like trucks. It's one of those items I don't really swap out all like that.
Dude, that's what's up. So it sounds like they're worth the investment. So we're towards the end of the stream, and my board's built. We're gonna go hook up my homie Scott. He was in here earlier looking for a board, looking. He had some Santa Cruz decks, and I was like, bro, if you're still in the mall in an hour, you gotta come back. I got a surprise for you. So you want to say what's up to Scott real quick?
Down.
Yo, Scott! My guy. You'll come to him. He's got like the homies here. We're gonna make this guy's day. There we go. Angles. Oh, see all them chicks. Love it. Scott. So this is my guy Scott. Say what's up.
Hey everyone.
What up, brother?
Mario McCoy here. We're hooking you up with this board for free.
This is awesome. Thank you.
Got any questions for the stream? Questions for our guy Mario? Santa Cruz Pro?
Main thing, do you have any tips for my right ankle is pretty messed up from soccer. I broke it a couple times and I really just cannot get my ollie down. Just like sliding up with my right ankle. Do you have any tips like kind of trying to ease the pain? Because I can't get like the right angle with my ankle.
Totally. I would say I'm actually coming back from an ankle injury right now too, so I probably know a little too much about this. But so I would recommend doing some banded exercises. Like you could kind of look them up like online and just kind of see what works for you. But definitely take the time before you skate to kind of get your body warmed up. Don't just go straight into it because I mean, at one point when you weren't, like before you were injured, you could totally do that. But right now, just be a little patient with your body. You're asking a lot from it. So take the time to get warmed up and get ready and then just see how it goes from there. And set little goals, see your progress. Don't get too frustrated. Be easy on yourself and try to enjoy, man.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Well, Scott, we're closing up our stream. You got to follow us on
Thank you.
Discord.
I
There's
will,
going to be a
sure.
huge after party after on Discord. So all of you little Twitchies over there, hop on Discord after we're done with this. But I've got to say, can't say it enough, Mario, thank you for making time for us today. Thanks for showing us your setup. And if you don't have a Stash account, you need to make one now because my guy's sending a free board up for prizes. So peace out. Scott, final later.
Yeah.
Later,
All
homies.
right, guys. Have a good night, everybody. Be safe.
Peace.
I saw a photo with drugs. My eyes are green, I do my best. I had to get her out of the track. She put me fucking on my tongue. She fucking told me what we said I'm on the spectrum. Don't call me selfish, I ain't sharing. Just 60-40 again. I want 100 of your time. So much. Roll the dice. Hit it second, show you right. Beginner's luck. Not my first wish, fuck. Your other one. The back when we celebrate. You under oath. I pick a side, so don't. I pick you up.